Hello fellow gamers and welcome to the second episode of my beginner friendly series where I try to teach people the basics of Dead by Daylight. In this episode I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do in your games based on my experience in this game. Don't worry, this tutorial will be nothing like the first one. We're going to play and learn as the game progresses. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you the top 4 perks that I find very useful for a beginner on Dead by Daylight, and a couple more perks in case you want to switch them up. So now that I've made my introduction, let's see what those perks are. The first perk will be Bond. This perk lets you know where your allies are at all times in a range of 36 meters. I think this one is going to be very useful in those moments when you want to see where your allies are. Maybe you need to be healed, maybe you want to help another survivor in order to do the gens faster, or even try to save another ally that is being chased by the killer. Now going to the second perk, I recommend Deja Vu. It will show you the 3 closest generators in your proximity and also grant a 6% speed when repairing them. This one is great because in the beginning it will be pretty hard for you to memorize where all those gens can spawn on so many different maps, and after 2 or more chases maybe you'll feel so lost on the map that you can't even remember where you are. So in that case this perk comes to the rescue with an extra bonus for the increased repair speed. So it's a win. It doesn't have downsides. Now going to the third one, this one is optional because it's called Windows of Opportunity, but it is not included in the free survivors that you get when you start the game. These perks is attributed to Kate Denson, so you need to buy her in order to unlock this one. It is great because it shows you the auras of pallets, breakable walls, and vault locations, aka windows, within a 32 meters range. And it's a great way to know where you can move the chase or maybe position yourself so you're close to a pallet. Maybe you don't want to spend money yet on buying Kate, or maybe you didn't play quite a few games in order to get iridescent points so you can unlock her. And if you want to do that, you can switch this up with Sprint Burst. That perk will cause you to break into a speed of 150% of your normal speed, and after that you'll get exhausted. It's great to use it to get distance from the killer. Let me also show you the image. So this one. You can use it to get distance from a killer when he approaches you while doing a gen, or maybe you were just staying hidden. And also you can use it multiple times during the game. The only thing is to not be exhausted. And now for the fourth perk, we're going to choose Adrenaline because this one heals you 1 health state if you're injured or in the dying state, and gives you also a sprint burst of 150% of your normal running speed for 3 seconds. The only thing is that this perk activates when exit gates are powered, so if you did not manage to reach the end game where the exit gates are powered, it will not be so useful, so you'll lose 1 slot for a perk. Okay, now select your favorite survivor and I believe we are ready to hit the play button. After it finds you a lobby, you have 1 more minute to make sure your loadout is complete. In this game, we are going to play with Bond, Deja Vu, Windows of Opportunity, and Adrenaline. Hit the Ready Up button so you can start the game earlier, and don't forget to wish a happy message to your teammates to share some kindness. In the next screen, we're going to have the offerings that were selected to be active in this game. When you first spawn into this game, you get to see the auras of the pallets and windows that are in close proximity to you with the yellow aura. Also, we can see the auras of the generators in a red color to not get mixed with the windows and pallets one. As you can see, we can also see our teammates. 2 of them are in close proximity to us. One is running and the other one was doing a gen that you previously saw. One there and the other one here. Camera placement is very important in this game as you want at all times to see what is going on surrounding you. Right now you can see that Nia is being chased because of the two bony fingers that are surrounding her icon, and also she got injured, so a red scratch mark appeared on her icon. Now you're able to see the heart. That was the accessibility setting that I mentioned in my previous tutorial, and how I'm being chased too, and also those bony fingers are surrounding my icon too. You can see the killer terror radius with the red, it's like a red cone in front of him, and that shows you where he is facing. Now that I'm being chased by the killer, you can see what I do with my camera movements. That allows me to keep an eye on the killer at all times to see where he's coming from and where he intends to move the chase to. And also right here, he loses me. Now I'm moving the chase back to the window because I felt like the killer was getting too close to me. And you can see how he misses. Now to see how the healing works. We are getting some skill checks when we heal another survivor. This one will go pretty fast because I managed to get some great skill checks on it. So it increases the progress of the bar. Now the same goes for repairing a gen. Also the yellow progress bar is colored like so because we have an increased speed because of the deja vu perk. Now to see what happens if you miss a skill check. Exactly that. Now going to a vault location, let's see a slow vault, now a fast one, and now moving to another vault to show you a medium one. See, that happens when you're not perpendicular to the window you're choosing to vault. Now a fast one. See the difference? Back again to getting chased. Keeping your distance is always the answer. Now for a pallet drop. This has stunned the killer, so be sure that the killer is in the proximity of the pallet to be able to stun him. When getting hooked, you'll see a red progress bar in the HUD on the left side of the screen. Please pay attention to that because if that reaches half of it, you're getting to the next hook stage, and if it goes empty, then you're automatically sacrificed to the entity. So you want to save your allies and also get yourself saved before that ends. Now a flashlight save. It's better to stay hidden until the killer picks up the survivor. Put the lantern exactly into his eyes in order to get the flashlight save. Try to help your teammate. Now to see exactly how the pallet drop looks like. Also the vaulting over it, fast one versus the slow one. And also to me the medium one on the pallet versus the window looks like the fast one. See, there's like no difference over the pallet, only over the window. Now when the killer is doing a breaking action, you can use your flashlight to blind him, exactly the same way you were doing with the survivor save. Now for the next game, I switched my windows of opportunity with sprint burst, and as you can see we are not seeing any more yellow auras of windows and pellets, but we are seeing the red auras of generators. The killer has already found us, but we used our sprint burst and took some distance from her. This one is a nurse. And using our camera angle, we hid so well from her that she didn't even saw us. So keep in mind. Now to see how entering the locker and exiting it without the shift key pressed looks like. It's very slow. And now with the shift key, it's super fast. Now this is what it looks like from your view when you're getting saved with a flashlight. Very nice, very demure. Now, as I was trying to heal my downed teammate, the killer came. It is so important to know the range at which her hits and also ability works so you can dodge them as so. And also keeping a distance. Now to end this game on a friendly manner, I'm going to show you that this killer turned friendly because she really thought we played well, so she let us escape. Now to show you guys a couple of more beginner friendly perks, I have this loadout prepared. The first perk that we're going to choose is Kindred. This one will show you all other survivors' auras and also the killer while in a 60-meter range around the survivor that is hooked. And this aura reading applies to every survivor that is playing the game. Then we have Iron Will that will cause the pain grunts to be completely silent, so this could be great while hiding from the killer. And also Calm Spirit, let's say you're playing against a doctor or a clown and he makes you want to scream, this will stop any noise that will make. And also Adrenaline, which we already know. Now I have for another build Quick and Quiet, that Volt and Hide action will be hidden from the killer. And the next perk is Dead Hard. This one needs you to activate it while you're injured and in a chase with a killer, most exactly. You need to be sprinting, so you need the shift key to be pressed. And once activating this perk, you have 0.5 seconds in which you get endurance if the killer hits you. So you get a free hit if the killer hits you without putting you in the dying state. Then Unbreakable, which enables you to pick yourself up from the ground once per trial. It's also great when you get slugged. Then the famous Sprint Burst, because we need an exhaustion perk in our build. And that was all for this tutorial. I hope next videos will be with more examples and maybe some text and other tips and tricks. I've tried to make this one short in order to be able to follow it from the beginning up until the end. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe in order to support this channel and for me to be able to make more videos for you. Good luck and have fun in your games. Bye!